Yay! We're live! We're live! Good morning. It's 8:30. It's freaking early. The 9th of October. This year's going by. But yeah, we're here to play some D&D, and it's going to be epic. We're session 35? Yeah, session 35. Amply titled Everlong. And we had past couple sessions we had a nice little combats and learned some new things about stuff. So we'll just jump into our recap and then we'll get this show on the road. Arcadia, I leave it to you.
Cool. Just double checking everybody can hear me.
No.
Yes.
Great. Okay, we start this session the morning of Tuesday, day 33. Nicodemus is currently down. So in the last session, Arcadia's ratio of hits were 1 out of 5. So her first roll of this session is a 2, which does not portend well for the rest of the session. Nyx, for the win, with her first attack, takes out the first mate. So now we are left with Estor Archelander. We see that he has these amazing powers. He has Death's Grasp, and he pulls Corbin to him where he is restrained and says to him, "Such meaningless struggle." Meanwhile, Demetrius leans over, puts a single finger on Nicodemus's forehead, and revives him by saying, "Boop." Estor then stabs Corbin. Corbin goes down. He advances towards Camos. Camos goes down. As he's falling, Demetrius says, "You're going to need a hip replacement, Camos." And Camos says, "I've fallen and I can't get up." Because if you recall, he has aged 40 years and is now 63 years old. Estor starts towards Arcadia. Kyra looks visibly upset and tries something and fails. And she says, "Leave them alone." Estor stabs Arcadia with his ghostly spear, which is one of the first times she takes damage. Luckily, he misses her the second time. Arcadia yells at Kyra, "That's it, get him!" And she screams her Amazonian battle cry, but misses. Demetrius revives Camos. Nico casts Conjure Animals, and 2 dire wolves appear. Kyra lets out a battle cry of her own, and so Estor senses her approaching and says, "Watch this, bitch," before doing another destructive wave, which damages Arcadia, Kyra, and the wolves. Adding to, Demetrius casts a shield of faith on Arcadia. He grabs the little horse statuette on a necklace he wears around his neck and utters a prayer in Sylvan, and a protective field shimmers around her. Estor just laughs at this and looks around him. He pulls Nico to him. Camos fails at hold person for the second time and tactically retreats. But the wolves are coming through and doing damage, as well as Demetrius and Nyx. Estor says, "Enough!" And he pounds the ground with his fist, and Arcadia, Kyron, Corbin, Nico, and the wolves are hit. Arcadia, Corbin, Nico, and they all go down, and as Nico goes unconscious, the dire wolves disappear. So Demetrius and Camos are the only 2 of the party remaining. They see Estor start to cackle, look at Kyra, and say to her, "You're next, sweetheart." Then all of a sudden they see her start to glow a little bit, and she says, "No, Estor, I'm done with this. And before I continue, I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to Engorgio for both this session and the last, for those of you who've been watching. Because in the module, basically he described all of these relationships. It's described in 2 sentences. So he worked hours for all of these soliloquies that the different people have said, Estor, Kyra, Mitron. And so I would just like to give a great shout out to him, because it really, really made these sessions so exciting, and it's really fleshed out these characters. Because Kyra has been like our Aunt Clara, for those of you who are old enough to know Bewitched, just kind of joking and kind of a little shallow, and not very good at what she does, apparently. And here she says, "No, Estor, I'm done with this. I'm done with you. I have felt guilty because of you for far too fucking long. You will not hurt anyone I love ever again." And she puts her hands together and they begin to glow brightly. Then she forcibly tears them apart. And when that happens, everything goes white. And all 5 of us, even those of us who are down, see in the golden light, we see Kyra, and we feel her. We feel all of her fear, all of her anger towards Esther, but more than that, we feel her love for us. And it washes over us like a balm, like the first rays of sun after a cold night. And we can feel that despite all of her hate for Esther, she is doing this purely out of love for us. And as the light washes over us, a fresh resolve fills our hearts. If she can do this despite all the fear in her heart, of course we can. And we are granted a long rest in the blink of an eye. And as the light fades, we see that where Esther once stood is now a crumbling skeletal apparition. Its eyes glow with an ominous blue light, and it feels as though it is held together only by the power of its own hatred. And
It's
it
evil.
roars, "What have you done?"
Evil.
And now we are in phase 2, and Estor Archelander is now Estor Archelander the Forsaken. Corbin wails, "Why won't he die?" So, with his new portent die, Camos casts Hold Person, foresees he will not uh, do well, but unfortunately, Estor is immune to paralysis. Kyra stabs him with her dagger, and he hits her back and backhands her off of the ship. Corbin rages and recklessly attacks, but he finds that Estor not only is being immune to being grappled, he is immune to being thrown prone because he is a floating ghost. Nicodemus casts Conjure Animals for 2 more dire wolves. Estor misses Corbin, because you can't keep a gnome down. Amitrius throws his rope of climbing to Kyra. He casts Spiritual Weapon, and Corbin decides to be the bait punching bag, and he says, "I'll distract him with my face." Camos is casting Magic Missile, which is very successful, and Corbin smiles at Esther with bloody teeth as he gets hit. Amitrius tries his new Crusader's Mantle, which, if I remember correctly, was a birthday present. And he crits and Divine Smites for 55 hit points of damage, drawing a glare from Estor. Arcadia is yelling her Amazonian battle cry. And then Amitrius says, "Esther, you're looking a little bit under the weather. Are you sure you can handle a woman like Kyra without any dick?" And he points at his missing genitals, which pisses him off. Then Esther says, "You know what? Fuck you." And he sucks in some necrotic energy, and darkness falls upon us, and Demetrius is pushed 10 feet away. And he eventually is thrown off the edge of the ship. He is flopping around, making drowning noises, his head bleeding where he got hit by an oar, and screaming, "Please don't let me drown. This is a nightmare." Estor hits Kyra. He crits against her for 28 hit points of damage, and he says, "I warned you, bitch." And for the first time, we see her bleed a little bit. He attacks Kyra again, and she goes down. This shocks Arcadia because she didn't think goddesses could be killed or at least knocked out. And Esther holds up his hands and says, See what your gods do? They're puny. They're worthless. You should have joined me." Nico revives Kyra, and Esther says, "I grow tired of this," and he sucks in some more darkness, and we are slowly building up an immunity because only one wolf is affected. Amitrus pops up over the railing, extends his hand towards his spiritual weapon, and it flies towards his hand, hitting Estor on the head and surprisingly kills him, destroying his ghastly visage. As Estor goes down, he looks around and glares and says, "This isn't the end." And we recall that Mitron said that the only way to kill him is with his own blade, which is in Lutheria's possession. But he thought that if we killed his body here, it would sever the tether to the ship. Amitrus revives Kyra with lay on hands, and Arcadia runs up to her. She takes a knee and is crying, and she says that Estor and she were close, and she was blinded by his charm, deluded into thinking his bloodlust, his barbarism were dashing bravery. Over time, he took pieces of me, bit by bit. By the end, you wouldn't have even recognized me. I didn't recognize myself. It's taken me all this time to put myself back together again. Have you never had a person you loved who abused everything you valued about yourself, who took away everything that made you you, everything that gave you strength? He killed children, slaughtered them. I didn't aid him, but I didn't stop him. I wasn't strong enough. And then she looks at Corbin and says, I knew what he was going to do to you, but I did not. I've lived with that guilt for 500 years. The guilt of knowing... Oh, what? I'm getting a big echo here. Stop.
Yeah, it completely, like, you went from, like, you could hear
Okay.
you. I mean, we can still hear you, but it's, like, echoey now.
Okay, is this better again? Oh, man. Hello? Damn it.
Hello.
Hello.
I hear you fine.
Okay, good. Sorry. Doing the... what did she say? She looked at Corbin. I knew what he was going to do to you, but I did nothing. I've lived with that guilt for 500 years. The guilt of knowing that I could have stopped the atrocities and didn't. That I was blind to the evil festering right by me, my side. Valis doesn't understand. How could she? The perfect eldest daughter? How could I ever live up to that? There's a reason I'm the only one in the family that understands Pythor. Valis, the goddess of wisdom, the most perfect, most beautiful firstborn. And then Pythor and I, we're the fuck-ups. Why do you think I play so many jokes? All those harmless pranks and games? Because it makes people laugh. It makes me laugh. When people laugh just for a second, they forget everything. The horrors we've seen, been responsible for. All this guilt, pent up inside, eating away at me for 500 years. No one to talk about it. Who could I talk to? Valis, who could never understand? Father? Pythor? They have their own issues they refuse to or can't talk about. Anyone else just sees the goddess. They couldn't or wouldn't want to understand the failings, the weakness underneath. I play and flirt and haven't had a real relationship in centuries because how could I ever open up? How could anyone ever understand? And if they did, how could they still love me afterwards? And she starts to sob and asks us to leave her alone. Demetrius says to her, well, what you say might have been true for the past, but I think you have proven today that you have overcome this, and you are stronger than you think. You saved us all. We have defeated Estor only, thanks to you and your efforts, so don't be too hard on yourself. And she thanks him. Right then, a phantom appears, and she floats to us, and she says, tell me, who is the new captain of the ship? At first, Arcadia thinks it should be Corbin because he's a Dragonlord, but Corbin says he wants to give Demetrius the honor if he wants it because he really saved us. And we all agree, although and then the Phantom takes a knee and says, I swear that I shall serve you, my new captain, with honor if you swear the same to me so that our fates will be bound. Arcadia asks who she is, and she says, I am everything here. I am that which is Delphia. I am now of the Ultros. And we find that she was, once upon a time, Demetrius' sister. And Demetrius explains that his fate is bound to stop the likes of Sidon, but he swears an oath that he will try to captain the ship with honor and make sure its purpose is not abused. And then the Phantom says, so mote it be, which I thought was really cool because it's a very Wiccan thing to say. How do you choose to man your ship, Captain? The path of the living or the path of the dead? And Demetrius says he does not approve of any slavery and will free the dead here from their oaths of servitude. He doesn't want to force them, but if they choose to stay, they can stay. And she says, it is done. But she won't respond to any of our questions, so we go downstairs and talk to Mitron. He doesn't really know much, and then Amitrius just says, this is now a ship of the living, and it is the path of the living. The phantom disappears. We can still feel her present, but she is no longer visible. And the ghostly crew is still there as we are sailing to Mitros. Amitrius understands that there are advantages to keeping an undead crew, but he thinks that if we are the heroes, we want to set an example of the good, and forcing undead spirits into servitude and not giving them their well-deserved rest in the afterlife is not a noble thing to do. Corbin thanks him for releasing his brothers, and Amitrius asks him if he will be his first mate, and Corbin says, yes, Captain. He asks Arcadia if she could be the scout, and she says, yes, I'll be the scout, but I'm not calling you Captain. Nicodemus, with his maritime experience, is the navigator, and Chamos can be the quartermaster, which I had to look up, which is generally a relatively senior soldier who supervises stores or barracks and distributes supplies and provisions, which seems fitting for someone who's 63 years old and hobbles around. We try to cure him with lesser restoration, but it doesn't work. And then Chamos just responds with, we're all doomed. Maybe I can get, some kind of elderly benefits. Is there a pension in the Adventurers Guild? And Arcadia says, you could probably get 15% off meals at the tavern. And Chamos says, oh yeah, is it 2 p.m. yet? Because I feel like having dinner. And Arcadia suddenly says, what's that smell? Corbin goes to Kyra and says, confronts her about, he says, so you could have saved me from my betrayal. And she nods. He fingers his axe for a minute and gives it some thought, then looks at her and says, well, it did bring the peace anyway, and I did get to meet the Oracle, so I will forgive you. And she nods and says, thank you very meekly. And he says, let us play a happy tune. He breaks out his bagpipes and plays something to cheer everybody up, but unfortunately, something must be wrong with his reeds or his chanter, so it sounds terrible, and Kyra just bows her head lower. At that point, Arcadia recalls that Kyra had said the harp was her favorite instrument. And Arcadia only mentioned that she had a harp at her very, very first session. She sits next to Kyra, pulls out a harp and plays it, and happens to do a good job. Kyra has a big smile, then she lowers her head again, and she meekly says, that was beautiful. And Arcadia explains it was something her mother would play for her to put her to sleep. She suggests that now that Amitrius is captain, perhaps we can get to the box in the stern that we couldn't get into. But she also warns that we should be careful when we're returning to Mitros because there is a warrant for the disappearance of the instruments. But whatever, we will need 50 people to row it wherever we go. And we are wondering what its actual abilities are. So we go down and take a short rest before going downstairs to talk to Mitron. The ghosts are still rowing. We find him in a hammock in the stern. He doesn't really, in terms of protecting the Ultros, he suggests leaving some of the crew aboard and to take care of the crew and treat them well. He does not know where the Antikythera is. The woman beating the drum navigates, but she doesn't respond and she will not stop. We go back to Mitron and we ask him if the spirits will return to the afterlife once we get to Mitros, and he says probably. And he also says we probably will not be able to change the course of the ship. Arcadia asks what is in the box, and he says the captain was a cruel man, one who was responsible for untold thousands of deaths. Many of those unfortunate souls have traveled from the underworld in search of vengeance, and his box has sealed them away in it. And Amitrius asks if there is any way to set them free without incurring a massive battle. And he says the only way to help set them free is through battle. So we are hoping at some point in the future, we can use them. We want some plan of attack once we get to Mitros, and we were trying to figure out how to do that. We think maybe we will send the birds ahead and use the animal messenger spell. So as we go to bed that evening, we level up to 6. Woohoo! But for the entire rest of the journey, Kyra just keeps to herself the whole time, and we notice that some of her glow is gone. And on our 5th day at dawn, we see Mitros in the distance. So we end the session, and we start our session at dawn on Saturday, our 37th day together. But what I would like to do, Arcadia would like to retcon a little bit of things that you might have seen her, if that is cool with everyone.
Mhm.
Okay, so you notice that you hear harp music, but never when you're around. And you might hear some harp, and some. If you go up to the deck, you might see Arcadia walking away from Kyra. The other thing is you've noticed that she did military exercises every morning, but because she's here the entire 5 days with you, that she's really done it in earnest. She's put the goat target up. She's working on hitting that. She's working on attacking faster. And you also know a little bit in your interactions with her, like when she says, you can get 15% off at the tavern, that she might be a little more friendly, tiny bit. She smiles a little more easily, which means maybe twice a day instead of once. And she actually asks you at some point to practice with her. And she might have mentioned that it is something that she used to do with her Amazon sisters very regularly, and it's something she hasn't been able to do. So she asks you to attack her various ways, with, different cantrips, melee, ranged, and even with magic missile. And she is working on deflecting it with her vambraces,
Oh
like Wonder
yeah.
Woman, for those of you in the real world. And you find that she's sometimes successful. She usually can do it a couple times before she gets tired and needs to rest, because it takes a lot of energy for her to build up that much. You might notice at this point that her tattoo that is on her right arm, that I mentioned again during the very first session, you might see that it might look a little bit like a stylized kraken. And I think that's about it. Nyx looks a little bit bigger and shinier, and she's a little faster, and that's that. Thanks.
All right. That was good. So yeah, we are heading into Mirtros again. Just do that. All right. So yeah. Oh, that's loud. Let me turn that down. Holy shit.
So, what do you guys want to do? Did you want to? Well, the good thing about Camos is he's already in disguise, kind of. And he's
Yeah.
wearing the same clothes.
Old
But
man.
did we want to send an animal
Nobody ever
messenger over there?
noticed me anyway.
So, did you want to try sending an animal messenger in the bird squad? Was that our plan?
I think it was.
Yeah. We wanted to send a bird messenger to Queen Valis that we are going to talk with the Ultros.
Okay.
Is that Kamos that he's got the animal messenger?
It's either Nico or Camos.
All right. So is there a bird around I can?
Yeah, as
Charm?
now that you're heading into the dock, you got the sea rats hanging out.
All right.
Am I wrong, Nico?
You're
Sea rats.
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
What message do we want to send?
What Demetrius came up with last time was, let me see, we have liberated the Ultros. We will arrive at the docks shortly. Please meet us. But I don't know. We should probably wait to see where the people take the ship. Like, where do we end up?
Yeah, we don't know exactly where we're going.
Yeah, let's wait till see where they stop.
All right, so you can see. Let's pull up this picture. Where's the bloody thing at? So y'all are like have a like as you're coming in, you're like heading straight towards the docks.
Okay.
No sneaky entrance for us, it looks like.
Then
Oh, God.
Kamos, seeing that, will
Heading
cast his
straight
spell
to the
and
docks.
send the animal messenger off.
Okay.
He'll say, just like you said, we're arriving shortly at the docks. We've secured the
Okay.
ship, and it will probably sink. But if not, we will be there soon.
Sounds good. Anything else to prepare, anything like that, or just heading on in?
Horn will load up all the catapult, all the crossbow guns.
Sounds good.
Nice. All right. So yeah, as you are heading into the docks, let's pull up this one now. You can look at the very bottom in the middle. That's kind of where y'all are coming into. And as you're heading in, you know, you're, I don't know, maybe 2,000 feet away or something like that, and you can see that there's a little line of people hanging out up there already.
I'm going to use minor illusion to make a flag on top with Corbin's face on it.
Okay.
Arms raised in victory.
Okay.
Oh, can I say something? Arcadia would have asked during the journey, she would have asked Nicodemus, where and what is the Colossus of Pythor?
The Colossus of Pythor, is that here in this city? I thought it was in the other one.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that's here.
So then it would be the large statue
Mm-hmm.
in the
It's right at the entrance.
right at the entrance of the
Then
harbor.
she asks him if he has ever heard of the Lady of the Coins.
I think this right here is the Colossus of Pythor. If you're looking on the city of Mitros map.
It is.
Yeah. The Lady of the Coins.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the map, and did you point on it? I had it zoomed in too much. So I can't see where you pointed at. Oh, thank you. Oh, like you can't miss it. Like it is a
Yeah.
Colossus.
Yeah, it's massive.
And Nico would say, I believe she runs the Thieves Guild.
Wait,
Oh.
that is the Colossus of Pythor, so that's like a big image of Pythor.
Let me see if I actually have a picture of it.
You said she runs the Thieves Guild?
I
Thank you.
Corbin must be proud.
What?
Give me a second here. Let me have a picture. This is like this. Do that. And I'll do this. Do this. Mask. And then do this. And then do that.
Cool.
Damn,
wondering if-
bro.
wondering
Pythor's
if-
styling on us.
Yeah, he was in better shape back then. I was wondering if it was the picture that it shows up in our opening credits. There's that giant statue.
It is not it.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, big boy though. Like each square is like 5 feet. You can do the math if you want.
oh, that's big then.
Wait.
Each square is 5 feet. Holy cow.
Yes.
We go up inside of it like the Statue of Liberty.
I don't think I want to go up inside Pythor.
Can we stand inside his laurel wreath and look out?
In before dick jokes.
Well, he had abs at one point.
But yes, that is.
So did Nico. Until he met beer.
The dwarven ale gets you every time, eh?
Hey.
All right, but yeah, as so we're heading in. The drum is still beating. The people are still rowing. And as you get settled in, you see that the queen is waiting for you at the docks, accompanied by her retinue.
And not the king, hopefully.
But before she can greet you, a silver dragon descends from the heavens towards the Ultros. It passes overhead and lands on the docks ahead. And your good buddy King Acasus slides off the back of the dragon to stand gracefully beside it.
Well, that must be Icarus, right? Do we recognize him as Icarus?
Yes. Yes, that is Icarus. And the king says, "You are great warriors indeed to have taken command of my ancestor's ship. But the Ultros is a relic from bygone days. To stand up to the power of the Titans, we will need dragons, not ancient ships." And the queen will say, "Husband, husband, stop. The city, we need the heroes now more than ever." And she will look around the ship behind you and see that it's empty and kind of give a little frown.
And I suppose we will step up and say, we have commandeered the ship and wrested it from the hands of Esther Arkenlander. And it is now our ship.
And he will congratulate you very coldly, and you can tell that he seems a little disappointed that you guys might still be alive.
What a surprise.
And out of character, should we tell him that Esther was an evil dick?
It's on you.
It's up to you. I mean, that's his ancestor. If you want to further piss him off, maybe we shouldn't do that. You've already done enough, and he's sending assassins after us.
Fine. All right. And I'll say, and to think that we almost didn't reach the ship because we were ambushed by an assassin. And but of course, even a simple and weak assassin can stop a party of legendary heroes. We easily killed her.
And you'll see that for a brief moment, anger flashes over Violet's eyes as she kind of gives. If you've ever pissed off a woman and she gives you the glare, you know what I'm talking about.
And then I suppose we get off board on the docks towards them, or we already were.
Okay.
I suppose the next order of business is finding a crew for the Ultros.
Okay. And the queen will say, I'm sure there's several people around here that could help. Just I might be able to take care of some of that myself if you wish. I could probably get together a base crew for you.
Would be most helpful.
Because, and she looks around and says, "A ship this big, you must need at least 50 to 60 people just to row the thing."
That's likely, yes. I'm sure we can find volunteers willing to go on an epic odyssey with the heroes and make their names legends forevermore.
That is possible. But this is also a famed ghost ship. So, who knows?
That is true. The ship was brought into harbor by a crew of ghosts, but we have chosen to set them free because we do not believe in slavery.
And Cassius will just huff and get on his dragon and fly away. So yeah, if you do see some people starting to gather, starting to draw a crowd, and the queen will also inform you that magically, and she kind of looks over at Kyra, and Kyra's kind of hiding out in the back. That magically there was a break-in, and some instruments were stolen from the famed band, the Four Winds, but they magically reappeared a few days later.
Interesting. And I look at the rest of the party as if saying that we should tell them.
Arcana just shakes her head because she is, after all, it's like you said, the rogue paladin conversation. She doesn't want Kyra to go through any more grief. She's already gone through so much.
And Demetrius will simply choose not to say anything for now, because they are returned after all. It seems that that issue has been solved then.
Yes, it has, and as she looks through all of you towards her sister, and she'll say, "Hopefully, it doesn't happen again." And Carrot just kind of slinks into it gets as small as she possibly can.
I suppose. You should say, well, we have made absolutely sure that it will never happen again. And he will glance at Kyra as well, and then give Velis an understanding nod.
And she will give you a brief smile. And then she'll say, "Well, I'm sure you have lots to do to prepare for your voyage. When you're ready, we will. I have some things to do also, and once you're ready, we'll all meet up again."
And I will lower my voice a little and say, away from prying ears, I will say, "You said you wanted to meet us in private."
I did.
And I think that we need, what was the compass called again, Arcadia?
Antikythera.
I think we need to Antikythera as well. Do you have any idea about that?
Seek me out the night before you leave.
Very well. Thank you.
But be hasty. We are running out of time.
Yes, of course.
And then she will also make. She will also take her leave.
Arcadia wants to go to the Colossus of Pythor. She's gonna disembark and look around for any thieves' cant messages.
Give me investigation. Like, where are you looking? You just like looking on the dock itself?
Not necessarily. She's gonna. Actually, you know where she should go. She's kind of curious. We never went to that nasty, nasty place. What was the No, we went to the Siren's Roost, but we never went to the Satyrs. What is that called? The Satyrs something or other. And she asks Nico if that's like kind of the seedy tavern.
Oh, the Satyr's Tail.
Yes.
Well, it's a place to pick up other people. So it's,
She asks him
if you're looking for a good time, you go in there.
She's not looking for a good time. She's looking for more
Doesn't matter. You could still go in there. I mean, it's a public place, but be expected to have some offers.
Corbin will
She
say,
doesn't like.
"Never fear, I will protect you."
Okay. So yeah,
Yes, you can
tells the other
put Corbin
people.
on your shoulder.
She tells the other people she has some business with the Lady of Coins. So
You
who is
might be
the?
able to find her. You might be able to find her in there. I know at least one of her, uh, one of her workers might be in there.
Although she remembers what Michaela said her, and she said maybe we should just go to the Colossus of Pythor. So she's gonna head over there.
Yeah, you could
Sorry,
probably
what did
see
we do at the Colossus of Pythor again?
You don't know this. This was a conversation that she had in private with the Amazon, but she would explain that she might have some information about the Amazons.
And say, are you keeping secrets from us again, Arcadia?
No, I don't. She says I don't know anything right now.
All right. Well, just remember, we are in this together, and your problems are our problems. So, if you're struggling with something or want to know something, just tell us about it, and we will do whatever we can to help you and have your back.
Okay.
So let's go to the Colossus.
She says this might help us when we have to go to Themis. And she looks at you specifically, Demetrius, and says, with our intertwined fates.
And Demetrius nods and says, very well, I'm not sure how intertwined our fates personally is, but I do know that there is something between the Centaurs and the Amazons.
Yes, I would think that one of the first places we should go to is the Island of the Fates, but we need to get the red to find out how to get there.
Indeed. The Island of the Fates will also have the answers for Burzum. Nicodemus and problems.
Yeah, and Camos too.
We need to pick up some dragon eggs too while we're out there. I'm tired of this phony king having a dragon to fly around on.
At least you agree with me finally, Corbin. It's good to hear that from you. When we get some real dragons, what do you say we land in front of his castle and give him a good show?
I might have to do that, Captain.
Don't call me Captain. We're all equals here and friends. Let's go.
Corbin will say to Arcadia, "Hey, I'm very interested in learning about the Amazons. I'm beginning to like your style of battle."
And then she says, I'm just one out of many.
Corbin will say, "Yes, I know, and I will play the special code song."
And she says, please stop.
Oh wow!
I play it very well.
Whoa, natural
Near
20.
perfectly.
Wow. Actually, then when you see her, she kind of looks around. Very subtly. Sees if there's any effect.
There's not.
Okay, so we head towards the Colossus of Pythor, which isn't very far away, actually. It's right there.
Correct.
But on the way, she would look for any thieves' cant messages, since that's where she was told to go.
Okay. Give me 2 perceptions, Centaur, as you make your way. Let's see here.
Corbin will start rattling off facts about the Colossus of Pythor, like a tour guide on the way.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, each of you feels slightly inspired, or rather strengthened by the nearby presence of Amitrius. Like, when you walk away a little bit, you feel less powerful than when you get closer to Amitrius. And anyone that has experience with paladins may recognize the magic of an aura. It's definitely a notable magic effect.
There's something about you, Amitrius. It's changed.
Say, you have noticed. Indeed, the divine stallion has blessed me with newfound power.
Whatever it is, it's a lot better than that fish smell.
Oh, actually, that reminds me.
We should find. We need to find a high-level cleric here and see if we can do anything about Camos. Or we should have asked Valis, actually. Shoot. I mean, that would have been pretty obvious when we were talking to her.
Yeah, she saw it, but did not.
What's that you say?
Yeah, she didn't make any indication. Like, it didn't phase her. And I don't think Cassius would really care, because he probably never even noticed Gauss.
Amos is like holding his hand up to his ear. What? What did you say?
He's got an ear horn. Into the horn, Johnny!
Ew, alright, hang on a second.
I think, would he have asked her if there's someone who can restore him? I mean, he would have, wouldn't he? He doesn't want to P63.
That's true. Although he does think that no one can restore him anyways.
Alright, so we can retcon that, go back really quick to that, and she'll ask, how long has it been and what happened?
Esther Acklander cast something on me. And it's been
Actually, it was
several
the
days
first
at
mate.
sea.
Actually, it's the first mate.
Oh,
First
first
mate
mate.
Looked at him and you rolled double
I don't
ones.
remember so clearly anymore.
And how long has it been?
Several days at sea like this.
And then
It would have been 5 days.
and she looks at you and says, sorry, but you're fucked.
I always suspected.
So if you would have got done within it's reversible within 24 hours.
What kind of effect is it? Is it a curse?
He's permanently old.
What was the initial effect in case we encounter it again?
I think what was it? The fear. I think it was a fear thing.
Was it horrifying visage? I think it was horrifying visage.
Let's see. NPC. Well, you don't know what made him do that. It could have been anything.
Is it like a curse
That's
or
true.
a disease or
Fear the ghost.
a physical effect?
I've heard of it before.
You have?
It's seeing the ghost scared him. It turned him old.
Being scared. How does being scared turn you old?
When you
Oh my
roll,
God.
when you roll a nat 1,
When you get my age, Sonny, you'll understand.
But the thing, remember he rolled 2 nat ones.
Yeah, yeah.
In a row.
It was amazing.
Which is why he's the doomed one.
Oh
Surely
my
there
God.
there is as much good magic in this world as there is evil. So I like to believe that somewhere in this world there must exist a magic that can undo this, right? I mean, Kamas just lost most of his life. That's a pretty big deal.
I've heard of this fountain that you could dip yourself into and wash away the years. Turns you young again.
Well, as long as there is hope for Kamos to restore himself, then
No hope for Kamos.
surely there is. You are on an oracle's destiny to try and prevent your doomed fate.
Maybe.
Well, the island of the fates, remember we thought that maybe they're really just cruel bitches is what the oracle said to him. So maybe when we go to islands they'll have something to say to themselves.
And maybe they can change Kamos' age.
I'm sure they probably could.
Probably make me old.
But would they?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well, we'll just have to try and convince them.
Do you hear that?
Eh?
I hear a monkey.
Oh no.
That was weird. Alright, so we get it to this little intersection here, and a couple of things will happen. We have a cheater in chat, so this is for Arcadia.
That's not cheating.
Everything's cheater in chat.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm out of points, else I would just keep buying items for the rest. But we'll save it up.
Let's see what that is. Where's my table? I need a table.
Holy Christ.
Oh,
Here,
thank you,
thanks.
Dan. Oh no, you're gonna do it again? Oh my god.
Of course. And
Horse
that's
calls
for
is
the
cute,
piano
man.
playing.
Oh,
Piano playing. You get
Where's
an
my
item.
oh, there's the tables.
Back to Captain Fishface, I guess.
I can cast restoration now, so
Scroll of Brook Trick.
Nice. That's a good one.
I think you used to do it a lot on your Divinest Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
There's the monkey.
let's see, is that something that anybody can do?
It is a wizard and arcane trickster spell.
I'd have to, okay.
You can cast it if you roll good enough, but Kamos could cast it at will.
Got it.
What'd you get from the deck of minor things?
Oh, he's about to find out.
Oh.
Oh my
here we
god!
go. Oh boy.
Horse balls of steel.
No more
Okay,
fish
are you
face.
guys ready?
Captain
Yep.
Fishface,
Oh
our
god.
Here goes. An
Woo!
Empress. Whoa!
Sad.
I will pat Kamos on the shoulder and say, "Don't worry, old man. We're gonna fix this." So I guess by accidentally touching him, I infuse him with positive energy, or
Nice.
16 hit points. Temporary.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that brings him up to almost the rest of us.
Is that temporary hit points?
Yeah.
Temporary, yeah.
They
Do they
don't
have a
last for
duration
day.
limit?
I think they last a day.
Doesn't say.
No, it doesn't say.
Just
Well,
permanently
That's a nice
it's a
buff.
20k item, so I just say until they get chopped off.
Yeah, until it's gone.
That's a pretty
Oh.
good drink. Like echinacea.
And you see kind of you see kind of in the background a little buddy just kind of sitting there. He's kind of hopping up and down, smiling.
Okay,
But
if
he doesn't do anything.
goes for
Why,
poop,
why
I
does
will
that
try to run
monkey
away.
have no pants?
But he does not do any poop. He just looks and smiles.
I'll give him a suspicious look and try to increase the pace towards the Colossus.
And he takes
Is
off
there
his. Huh?
Is there an old city, old country organ grinder next to him?
Yes.
Is he holding a little metal cup?
Yes. Yes.
So unpredictable. It's like one day and birthday cake the next. What?
Oh, Clyde. All right, and we are heading to Colossus.
Yes.
Right.
And it was built in the early days of the city. 40,000 workers.
Wasn't it Corbin that was telling us about the Pythor Colossus?
Yes, that's what. And in
that's
the early.
Kamos.
Oh, sorry. Corbin's split mind today.
All right, so
Yes, 50,000 workers worked on it. Pythor could have built it in a day, but they worshipped him so. And if you notice, it is strategically positioned with the ass facing the city.
I will look skeptical when he says Pythor could have built it in a day. That's not the image Amitris has of Pythor.
Yes, but look how he used to be, Demetrius. This is him.
That big? Really?
Yes. He could grow to giant sizes at one point.
Alright, you said you could do that as well, and so far you haven't.
Someday, you will see.
Alright. Just don't drop your pants when you do it.
I'm trapped.
That's not the kind of
Well,
growth I'm
I
talking
have
about.
this kilt on, so just don't look up if it ever happens.
Ugh.
Alright.
Oh my god.
So you come up, eventually come up to this massive colossus, and on the heel of the right foot, there is a closed door with like a little rope in front of it, and there's a sign that says "Keep Boots," and you see two marble golems, each resembling Pythor, flanking the door on the outside.
It's a tourist trap.
She goes, Arcadia goes up and pulls on the rope.
And when you do that, one of the golems turns, its head turns to look at you menacingly.
And she
Yeah.
bows her head and she says, "The Lady Rogue coins will torrent you."
Nothing happens.
Says, I don't think they're going to let you pass, Arcadia, and I don't think we should destroy them.
She pulls out the black feather and shows it to it.
Nothing happens.
I will
Does it
ask.
try to stop us if we move past?
Do you try to move past?
Is there a...
I'll say, can we pass here, golems?
And the one is still glaring at Arcadia.
Can we move around, like, to the other foot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we move to the other foot.
It'll take you about 5 minutes to walk over there, but yeah,
Does it also have a door?
it does not.
Okay. I'll lower my voice and I say, I think those golems are set to protect the entrance to the statue. If we want to pass, we might need a distraction. I'm willing to anger them and lure them away. What do you guys think?
She wants to go and talk to them again. And she'll go over there. And what is the rope? Does it look like a basically like a doorbell?
It's you know, like you're going to like a club or VIP, and there's like a VIP section. There's like a little rope across. That's all it is.
Oh, you mean it's like a stanchion?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a thing you pull out. Okay. So as soon as she walks up to the barrier, one of the golems looks at her.
Correct. Well, when he touched it, yes, it looked at you.
Oh,
Does
touch the... Go ahead.
Does the statue look like it could be climbed from this other side where the golems aren't at?
No.
She looks at it and says, "I
Request an audience with the Lady of Coins. I have business with her."
And the golem points to the sign, and it says, you see in fine print underneath the keep out, you see that has been signed by King Acassus.
Oh, that son of a bitch. But I
And
guess
she
that-
says, "We are no friends of the king."
I think these golems are
you
put here by the king.
And when you say that, the second one turns and glares at you.
Yeah, these are the king's golems. He's trying to prevent us from going in here. Did we get something from Queen Velis? Did we get like an initial or symbol or something? Or what's it called?
You have her. You have her necklace.
Oh yeah, I will take it out of my bag because I wasn't wearing it anymore, and I will show it to the golems, and I'll say, "We wish to pass here on authority of Queen Velis."
Nothing happens.
Amitrus is losing his patience, and you see that he's going to try and he's about to bully his way in if none of the party stops him.
She looks at him and says, "I open at the close."
Nothing happens.
That again, that's never meant anything. Jeez.
We're gonna need that for like the very last battle 3 years from now.
Listen, I will piss these golems off, and I will run away, and they will chase me, and then you guys just go in. Get ready. I will.
Does anybody else have any other ideas?
Okay, just
I don't think I can run away anymore.
just go around the corner, and wait there out of sight.
Around the corner of a massive colossus.
Yeah, off the foot. We're by the foot. Just go by the heel. Wait by the heel.
You're at the heel.
Okay, just go to the toes. Wait by the toes. Okay? I can only buy you a minute, so make sure you go fast.
Oh my god.
And if the party goes to the toes, I will take the dodge action. And I will use my action to pull away the rope angrily and throw it behind me.
Alright, give me 1 second. She's over here. You have to kind of, not theater of the mindless, but use your imagination.
I assume I'm pretty far away from them.
Oh no.
They were going around the toes.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talk about the people. Yeah. The party. Yeah. The party. Yes.
So you guys are way over back there, and I'll be here by the heel.
Okay.
What's supposed to be the heel of the gray building?
That should be the heel. Sorry, I didn't expect I would need a map for a bloody freaking foot.
You didn't have a foot map prepared?
Jeez, what kind of GM are you? Why don't
I
you have a
know.
foot map?
I know, right? There.
It's the first lesson every DM should know. Always have a foot map.
I think I need a freaking foot map. We'll do this.
Wait, how did my dice are black again? Dang it! I didn't notice that.
Yeah, we mentioned that before you got on this morning. It's resetting the dice every night.
I do know why. Camus, Corbin, Nico.
Wow, look at all those.
Out of my way, you poorly crafted pieces of rock. I am a hero, and I'm getting in here.
Do
Poorly gets
that.
one shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh well.
Alright, so Camus, you would hear this. I'm assuming you're just going to stay over there.
We're supposed to be waiting until he moves him away, so I'm gonna hold my action to move.
Okay. So the golem is going to lash out at you, and you did put the dodge on yourself, yeah?
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Plus 8 bonus. That's a pretty high chance. Oh, damn.
Arcadia is waiting. She's gonna ready her. Just wait to move in as Camos is. But if she also sees our Demetrius getting into trouble, she's going to fire the crossbow.
Where you're at, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Okay, I don't see it, so I'm just getting ready to move. And then I'm going to pass my turn.
I'm going to use my manipulate object action to pull at the door handle.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Then, as my action, I'm going to use dodge. Refreshing it. And then I'm going to move back my movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to slap my ass and shake it at them. So is that all you got, you shitty pieces of rock?
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to, I think, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to move here. I'm getting in that door no matter what you two assholes do. And King Arcastus is a dickhead.
And you yell that out loud, like really loud. Okay, cool.
This is not going to end well.
No, it's not going to. We survive Esther and get killed by a couple of golems outside afoot.
Is there a little kiddie tour?
Shh, just stick to the plan. It's perfect.
Watching this. Bunch of kindergartners on tour to the statue.
Yeah, and in before the entire rumor spreads across the city that the hero called King Arcastus is a dickhead.
Nico, you would not be able to see these guys. Like
I won't be able to see him.
no, because you guys are around the other side, around the foot. It's like I just kind of moved you over there, but it's like,
Okay.
it's like 50 feet away on the other side.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Then I'll pass my turn.
Well, this one's gonna give chase.
Oh, damn. It's almost as fast as I am.
damn! Oh damn! Okay.
And Amichus is just saying, "Oh, is that all you got? Keep trying." I've never seen such poor craft.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when one of these actually hits you when you stop dodging like a bitch.
Well, the entire point is to be a bitch
He's
here.
a prancing horse.
Corp.
Corbin's going to move out. Do I see the golem standing there?
Oh, you're moving. You'd have to move out like over here.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
I want to move to where I can
There.
just barely see the golem, but hopefully it can't see me.
so like right there.
Yeah. And I see it standing there still.
Yes. Let's get the music.
I'm going to use my natural illusion to create a sound of Demetrius whinnying at him from over in the bushes,
We're at in the bushes.
like across the road.
Okay. And Camus.
Kamos has Sapphire flying up to watch this, and he's relaying to everybody that one of the golems is chasing Demetrius, but the other one is still there. Should we wait, or should we do something?
Well, it looks like we can't get them to separate.
Probably not. But we could attack this one potentially. If we're going
Yeah,
to
we
do
should.
that.
If we're gonna do that, we should concentrate on one at a time.
Have faith in Demetrius, you guys.
All right, let's hold for another round and see what happens. Because only Demetrius has the special magic of his mouth.
Oh, the other one just moved. Sapphire saw it go.
Let me read
Oh!
because
Holy goodness!
That's not the dodge. That's
huh?
not the,
Yeah.
the shifting initiative.
19. So 19 and a 20. Oops, still would have hit.
19 would have hit, but not crit.
Correct.
At least it didn't obliterate you.
So 11 points.
How? Oh.
And then I'll do it again.
Miss.
He blocked it.
Well, she's gonna peek out. I'm gonna peek out as far as I can go. When can I see the golems?
You would need to go south.
South here?
So that pink line, that's like the foot.
Oh, so I see they're gone.
Yes. Yeah, I told Kamos would have told you because he
Okay,
had.
I'm
said-
gonna dash inside there then.
Okay, hang on. Let's actually.
Are you guys hidden? I think you should go stealth.
That's how it is. Like, so there is the entrance.
You got to go
And
out
you-
where Corbin is.
Okay. So go. Excuse me, pardon me. To here.
Yeah,
Yes.
consider Corbin's at. Yeah, there you go.
Now you can see that they're all gone. Or that the two of them
Okay.
are gone.
So that was because I moved past Nicodemus. That was like 15 feet, right?
Yes.
Then I'm going to dash the rest of the way in.
The door is locked.
Oh,
Is
it's
it?
locked?
We don't know, actually.
No, she doesn't know. She's going to go check the door.
Actually, Sapphire would have seen Amish just pull it, right? And
But
Kamos
Ka-
would have related.
But Kamos didn't relay it.
Yep.
Does it have a keyhole?
It does not. There's a. Oh yeah, no, actually, yeah, it does. It does have a keyhole.
So 5, 10, 15. But if I used all my movement then, do I have an action?
Did you dash?
Well, I guess let's see. So that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Depending on how you do that, that is just 30 feet. So then I didn't dash because I'm at the door.
Okay, you're good.
And then I would just go ahead and see if I can pick it really fast.
Give me a dexterity check.
Do you want my
You could,
thieves
you could
tools?
use your inspiration potentially.
Oh, good idea. I'm gonna do that.
Sleight of hand with these tools, right?
It is a dexterity check with
Oh.
these tools.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dex.
I thought there was an ability check for these tools.
Yeah, it's a skill. I have it in there. It's that's
You're proficient.
The door does not unlock.
Alright, I guess I'm going to stay there then, because that's all I can do. That's my turn.
I am going
Almost.
to use my bonus action. Cast a second level spell. Hold a spiritual weapon. In between these guys. It's going to attack Magic Golem 4.
With a 20. Yes.
I say, how do you like it, punk? I'm going to take the dodge action as my action. And I'm going to sprint 40 feet away, triggering 2 attacks of opportunity towards the bridge.
Is one dodgy horse.
I know, right? And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to taunt them again. Come on, come on. Is that all you've got? Who made you?
Watch this.
Nico will come down and stand next to Arcadia. Does the door look solid?
Yes, it's like what was this made out of marble?
Oh, jeez. So I was gonna see if maybe if I wild shape into a spider, I could walk under the door.
Might be able to get through the keyhole.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll wild shape into a spider and try to climb through the keyhole to get to the other side.
Oh, that's so smart.
Okay, let's see.
See if that works.
All right, so you become a spider, Nico, and you attempt to walk through the keyhole, and you start to get to the end, and then you get pushed back.
I get pushed back?
You get pushed
Oh
back.
no!
Oh, snap! Alright, I come back out. Drop my wild shape. I go. I can't get through. We need the key.
Arcadia asked him, is it magically protected?
Yes.
Does
Push
any of you
me.
have Misty Step?
It's not gonna matter if it's
almost.
magically protected.
He could try it though.
It wouldn't work.
Just try it.
Would push me back.
It's clearly not. It's clearly magically protected. No sense in trying.
Fucking cow.
He turns into ER whenever anybody else plays him.
What?
Oh, I see, come on.
That old son of a bitch.
But yeah, you do get the sense now that it's a probably a spell has been cast on it.
Arcana check.
Anything else from Nico?
But no one has the knock spell.
Not something Camos knows.
Or dispel magic?
Is it something that Camus has prepared? Knock?
No. He doesn't even have the ability to repair it right now.
Dang it.
It's also extremely loud,
Right.
if I did have it.
Guess we'll have to try again. Some
So
other
should
way.
we try to attack the golems or just run away?
No, that's a lot for 6 seconds. So anything else?
Yeah, that'll be my turn. It's all like.
All right. Well, this guy kind of turns his head
Oh shit.
as you guys were not trying to be quiet whatsoever.
I told you to sneak, dudes. Ah, fuck.
He got back very quickly.
So 1 and 2, Arcadia. 3 and 4, Nico. 2. All your efforts. I know it was really good too. Oh, good job, Arcadia.
Kitty is dodging.
Corbin.
Cormu yelled at the others, "Are we running or fighting?" Running? Very well. Then Corbin will try to remain hidden because no one can see me right now, so I'll just run out of the way. I don't see. I can dash, so I'll.
Now keep in mind, if you look at this picture, where you guys are
Yeah.
relative. So, yeah.
Yeah, what?
I'm just saying because that's kind of where you guys are, like right there.
Yeah, I'm running away.
No, you're good. Oh, that way. Okay. Oh, dashing away. Okay, cool. Shammy.
I told you we were doomed.
Which is funny because someone hit on it earlier. But where to go?
It's protected. So Camus will run away as well. The gnome has the right idea. I think like him now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Ow. And Arcadia.
Arcadia is bleeding now, and she's going to take the disengage action. And move. Nicodemus, and so let's get out of here.
Nobody makes
I think that's all I can go.
Okay.
And pass my turn. She's going to send Nyx at least to distract them and attack one of them. Does one of them look like it has a chip mark in it from Demetrius?
No.
She's just going to attack one of them just to annoy it with her pinions. Because Nyx would be angry that it misses. And
Well, they are his natural enemy.
True.
like
Demetrius.
golems?
Statues.
Demetrius is going to sigh to himself and he says, no patience, these people. At least wait until we're out of sight. And he's going to command his weapon. Move 20 feet up. He is going to cast a bonus action upon himself.
No, that is a bonus action to move the spirit.
Oh yeah. He is going to run back, and he's going to say, "Get on my back. We're getting out of here. I don't think we should destroy the king's property, or we will piss him off even more. The only way we can get through here is to ask the king to let us pass." Oh, actually, I had an action, so I'm going to.
Nico will disengage and run away.
Run away.
His hands flailing in the air. Eek! Let's get to the bridge. They can't follow us across water.
What are they, vampires?
Watch them walk down into the water and walk up on the other side.
Wait a minute. And he looks across the harbor at the ruined Colossus. Maybe there's something over there. It may be ruined, but it still has a base.
Like Arcadia would have said that's true, but Michaela did specifically said the Colossus of Pythor, though they might have moved. Maybe that's true. They might have moved because they were blocked off here. She says as she's holding her stomach, which is bleeding.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Gamos will turn that one into a miss with a 4.
You need to do that before the attack.
Oh. Well, it's actually not written
Is
that
it-
way, but
What's that? That's how port works.
no, it's after. You can do that before or after the roll.
Yeah, I think isn't that?
You must
Just,
choose.
sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I gotta.
You must choose to do so before the roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, he used to play different in a different campaign, but that was probably because we didn't read the spell at that time.
Correct. Yeah, we figured that one out
Damn
with
it.
Porton about 15 to 20 sessions ago or something like that.
Alright.
Yeah, specifically before the roll.
Camus has been using it right ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, because he always says, I foresee that he's going to blah, blah, blah. Arcadia, like, gets stabbed in the stomach and falls to the ground.
I just want to reiterate that the plan was good. Before I get blamed, the plan was excellent.
Okay, so Corbin sees it
But
may
you
not
didn't
have much of a
anticipate, like-
chance there.
You didn't anticipate that it would be magically locked.
So I will run back.
No, but if you guys would have just waited until we were out of sight, you could have had like 10 minutes to do whatever you liked. Spell magic, detect magic, misty step.
He's right though.
Yeah.
No patience.
So, Javelin of Lightning, did we determine that if I throw it behind him, that it's just going to be a save, or do I have to attack it? What's the ruling on that?
I think you have to have a target, so
Yeah.
you would have to throw it at it, and it will hit anything in between.
Yeah, so in between
If
rolls
you-
the saves, and you have to attack the target.
Right, so I have to attack it then.
Right, and
Yeah,
then so anything between it and the target, it'll hit. And then if the lightning or the javelin hits it, then I think it also hits him as well with the lightning.
Yes.
Alright.
Right. He doesn't get a dex save if
So
you
I can't target behind him, is what we're saying.
No.
Alright. Alright, then I will throw the Javelin of Lightning.
Nice.
And
Woo!
so then does he have to save against that then?
Yeah.
No.
What?
On a hit, the target takes damage from the javelin plus 4d6 lightning damage. Everybody in between has to do a dex saving throw of a DC 13.
So the save is the armor class. For the target, and for the others is a dex save.
Yeah.
Alright. So then, just
Play-
damage then.
Yeah, it takes the damage from the javelin plus the 4d6.
No.
Alright, so that means I gotta give him damage from the Javelin. And then I gotta hit him with damage 46.
Nice.
Oh, I think it should be lightning damage because I'm pretty sure it's resistant.
It's piercing damage from the javelin, but
The
lightning
javelin
damage
was
from
regular.
Yeah, but the type currently is as untyped.
It took. Look at the last javelin into marble. It took lightning damage though. It didn't resist it.
Anyway, that's Corbin's turn.
Right.
Kamos is like, oh, we're doomed now.
We're doomed because of you, you old fart. Could have
Kamos
been in already if you missed his stab.
didn't do anything. What does Kamos have? Let's see, Kamos will move up.
He does have healing word in his spell ring.
See.
Oh, I do.
Subtle suggestion.
I did not know that.
No, I didn't know if you remembered it because
in
he
that-
asked me to give me.
I am not
Woo.
normally Kamos. So in that case, I will cast a
Voila.
healing word
Thank you for that follow.
on Arcadia, but I don't see the spell anywhere.
I will cast it on her and we'll see that you get it.
Yeah, that works.
Actually, Nicodemus will have.
So if somebody would drop healing word on Arcadia then for help me out, Nicodemus. I'm old.
You should probably make like a spell ring section under his actions. Spells under that. Yeah.
Yes, I will suggest that to him when he returns.
Yeah, I'll get it. 6 healing word. Down. Oh, max.
Wow.
Yes. I've learned a lot about healing in my old age. Let's see. Guess for a bonus action, I would have. Can Sapphire do like a flyby on a bonus action, or how does that work?
Let me look really quick. Where is the bloody... Oh wait, wrong thing, that's why.
Actually, you know what? I forget that. I'm just gonna have. I'm just gonna instruct Sapphire to go provide the help action on the marble golem, and if he gets attacked and obliterated, so be it.
Which golem?
The one that's attacking, that we've been attacking here, the one's on Arcadia.
15.
Okay. Alright, number 4 comes up and will attack on...
Are these
Twinkle.
buildings like not here then?
No, that's why I was like, theater of the mind, like all these buildings are not here. But we'll attack Nicodemus 2 times.
Harry.
And second attack.
Oh,
Okay, so I spend half my movement getting up. And then I will take the disengage action. So that would be 15 feet.
Say, get over here. I'll carry you away.
I think we're fighting now, aren't we?
Are we? Are we not running anymore?
I don't
Destroying
think.
the
I don't.
king's golems
I don't think we can
and
run
fighting
anymore
them.
because they're right amongst us. You're never gonna get away from them.
And then she's going to send Nyx after 15.
So we are going to defy the law and the king again.
And she will get advantage on that attack from Sapphire.
I'll use.
It's a good thing she dropped a crit fail.
I will run up.
Gets a crit damage and cast my turn.
I guess if we have collectively decided to fight, I will run up here.
And I will point out, since you guys are kind of on the harbor, there's boats and crap going by. I mean, they probably won't be able to see or probably won't pay attention, but there are like ships and stuff here, like fishermen and crap.
I will mention, I really think we should run. I will buy you guys some time to get away. I will cast Shield of Faith upon myself as my action. As a bonus action. And I will use a melee attack on Marble Golden 4. Because I'll say I'm the only one that's fast enough to actually escape. So you guys get a head start. And I'll these punks at bay. Because we will get in huge trouble for destroying these golems. That's my turn.
And Nico will disengage and run as far away as he possibly can.
And I'll say to these golems, come on, your fight was with me. Or have you lost your stone spine?
Make it to the bridge. Or over it.
Give me a second. We're making the bridge. So I would say put the bridge like right there. Alright, 15. Let's see who's closer, Nico or Demetrius. Yeah, they're both the same. Since Demetrius is talking shit, it's gonna come up and attack him twice.
I'll get an AOP since it just entered my range.
Okay. Sure. And we'll attack you 2 times.
Oh, thank God. Just enough points. Like on the point.
Nice.
I'll say, get running, you guys. I can handle these guys.
Is now since my javelin hit and discharged, is it still in my hand or do I have to go pick it up?
You gotta go pick it up. You threw it.
Yeah. What I thought.
Right there. Oops. We'll just do this circle that way. Right there. There.
Well, sprint.
Okay.
I'll get as far away from that guy as possible. I'll go to there.
Corbin, what are you doing?
My pointy stick.
His magical pointy stick. Not just any pointy stick.
Cobbles.
It's my favorite one. What can combos do? I think they would be.
I did not prepare that. I didn't expect these guys to
Does
fight the
Kamos
fucking...
get the impression that these things would be impacted by hideous laughter?
I don't think
They're
he's ever...
constructs.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever seen these, but... Or fought these before. But he can roll, like, if he wants to use his action to roll, like, Arcana.
But it's his action. It's not going to matter anyway.
Well, they do have some intellect because you saw them look back.
They definitely
and move
understand
back.
speech, but I don't know if they're impacted by that or not.
Well, if they're intelligent enough to understand speech. Any creature with intelligence score of 4 or more, definitely.
They may not have intelligence, though.
They have to understand speech. I say risk it.
All right. Kamos will target Golem 4. And I will try telling it a joke. It failed. Did it fall down prone?
What does it do? It becomes incapacitated.
It won't incapacitate. It'll fall prone and.
Prone.
Well, yeah, it can't do anything. It can't take any action, so it falls prone.
Yeah, it will fall down.
Nice.
Woohoo! Yes.
Yeah, drop it on it.
Oh yeah, hold on. Been a while.
Oh, fuck! Oh, Sven, you got me.
See the one that's.
I was not paying attention to that.
He's the one to the left of
Ooh.
of
See the one
Mitchell's.
that's on concentration, but I don't see the effect.
Yeah, it'll do it automatically.
Oh, okay. So it's on him now.
It is.
Awesome. And then with that, Kamos will bravely run away. Like, I don't know which direction I have to run, but
Down towards the bridge, down south.
there's a bridge this way.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll run as far as he can go.
Yeah, just imagine this old man just lifting his dress.
He's doing an old man cackle as he runs away too.
Alright, give that as wisdom save, please.
It has magic resistance. Is that at the end of its turn?
It is at the end of his
Actually,
turn.
can I retcon a little there? Because Kamos
Nope.
would have. Oh, damn it! I would have used the thing to make him fail.
Nope. Gotta do it. But it's still prone.
Yeah.
Right, now Arcadia's gonna dash the hell out of there.
Nope, no retconning. You can't do that shit.
And she passes her turn to Nyx, who is going to just annoy the marble golem in front of let's see which one got hit by the lightning.
15.
15, so she's gonna thank you. Snap it and get that guy. Alright, and then just my turn.
I will use my action to dodge. I'm going to stay within the melee range of this one. I don't really have a choice. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity. I'm moving towards from Golem 15. I'm going to use my bonus action to put Corbin on my back.
I have my javelin now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the rest of my movements. Here. I'm going to say, Nico, turn into a horse or something and get the hell out of here.
Horse Nico.
Which one's Nico?
Just not a few
Yeah,
more
I think Nico would definitely.
And you can jump up and
Redeem
turn
level
into a
up.
fish.
No. They just leveled up last time, actually.
Hey, that's a
Yeah.
brilliant idea.
I was actually thinking that too, because I have swimming speed now. But Nico's gonna wild shape into a panther, and that gives him 60 feet of movement.
Oh, damn.
I think. Is it? No, 50. 50. My bad. 50. And he's gonna dash. So
Oops.
he'll dash 100 feet wherever. I don't know.
South.
Oh, there you go.
Panther Nico.
There's 60. And
Oh, I
let's
fought one
just
of those in my arena days.
see where feet is. It's far away. Near Arcadia is fine. That's good. We could just pretend that it's 100 feet because we're pretending today.
We. I literally did not expect you guys to try it and fight golems on a foot.
No, I ain't fighting golems. I know they're strong. Yeah. But
Arcadia doesn't know golems. Faith doesn't know golems. Faith actually has never played really high level D&D, so we're just working out.
With Corbin on my back, I'm going to take the dash action to run 80 feet.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay within their vision because I'm going to be taunting them. And it is a. Come on, then, you stinking piles of scrap. Oh, and
For
my
once,
dodge.
Arcadia appreciates Demetrius's mouth.
You can remove my dodge, it's still on there.
15.
Oh, fuck.
Like you said, these things aren't stupid. And we'll attack Kamos twice.
Hey, how did you get to Kamos, man? That thing's fast.
35 feet away, that's all it is.
Kamos would like to foresee that at least one of those will miss.
Using what roll? Or what dice?
A 4.
4 plus 8, a 12 would miss. Cool. Alright, and second one.
Kamos does not have shield.
Misty, step into the water.
Can't. It's not a reaction.
Oh, hey! The deck of minor things.
Yes.
Corbin, you're away the F away.
I'm still on Demetrius's back, right?
Wait.
Are we at the bridge, or?
We're running towards it at high speed.
Yeah, the bridge is where my arrow is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna hold my action. But looks like the golems are gonna catch up to Demetrius. I will jump off and run away, but otherwise I will hold on.
Mention something important. Demetrius is wearing a saddle, so you're wearing a skirt with no underwear. You are sitting on a saddle, so.
It's gonna, yeah, it
Ooh,
probably hurts a little bit.
Leather.
Oh, it probably hurts a little bit.
It's chafing my hiney.
At least it's a smooth saddle, because he keeps it smooth for Kyra.
That's true.
Have you always worn a saddle? When did that start?
Since session 1, I mentioned it.
He did. We made the jokes of him riding. He's like, no one's riding me.
Yeah. Now, Kamos will use his bonus action to Misty Step away.
Thank you, Sven, for that donation. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. That is something
You're
very...
laughing his old man voice, and I mean, I guess over the
very
bridge
close
is
to
what,
me.
over here somewhere?
Where my arrow is, down below.
Oh, sorry.
Cancel that.
So I can Misty Step to there. And then I can run to there. and then I can sprint beyond the bridge or wherever I need to go.
Okay, so you're just gone.
Yeah, there is no combos.
There is no combos. Alright, this one will use habits movement to stand up. Look around.
Oh, and he would resummon the sapphire to himself.
Okay. And Arcadia.
Still running, running. And she would call next to her. Pass my turn.
Panther Nico.
Just booking it. Still running.
Oh, I didn't actually move. I thought we were on the edge.
No,
Oh, all right.
no. So are you guys? We can kind of. Are you guys just all just running away essentially?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the current plan.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. This other one will give chase for like one more round, and then we'll just go back to reset, and we can be out of combat.
We'll get back in there one day or something.
There we go. Out of combat. And with that, let's actually take a break because we've been 30 minutes over. Let's pick at 35 after.
Thank you, Ken.
35 after stream. We'll be back here momentarily. Yeah, hang out. We'll put some music on, and then we'll get this thing going. I'll do my timer. 10:35. And then we'll put some music on, and then we'll be back. gonna eat real quick.
Are we back?
Thanks, Tom.
Well, Arcadia is standing there panting and not looking very well at all and says, well, that was a total disaster.
Demetrius will say to her, "That is your own fault. If you had just given me 1 minute, I only needed a 1 minute to pull them away. But instead, after 5 seconds, you immediately run up." I'm just saying, my plan was excellent, but you were impatient.
Her stomach hurts too much to respond.
I guess we have to go to the king if we want to enter the Colossus.
I think he's gonna know we tried to break in now.
How?
Statues will probably tell him.
How? They're still there, waiting.
Well, yeah. Besides, they can't talk, can they?
Let's just. Do we really have to go to the Colossus of Pythor?
At some point,
Then let's just
or
ask.
to talk to the Lady of Coins, and maybe she's not there anymore. I mean, I don't know if she's locked in the statue.
What quest was this from again?
Arcadia just says, I need to talk to her about the Amazons.
Okay. And it was specifically said that she was within the Colossus of Pythor.
Not within, but she said to look for the Lady of the Coins at the Colossus of Pythor.
Well, let's ask Queen Valis maybe. Maybe she can give us a key.
I think this is the first time we ran away from a fight.
Yeah.
Successfully, anyway.
Yeah.
Was there any place else in here that we wanted to check out? I mean, there's so many places we actually haven't been to.
Maybe we should take a short rest real quick so we can
that's
heal
a
up
good
a little.
idea.
We're kind of battered. Well, you guys are. Corbin's fine.
Yeah.
We should get
How does
some.
Arcadia have more HP than Demetrius?
Don't know.
Amazon skills.
Amazon things.
Um,
Up again?
She thought maybe we could go to the. She wants to buy some more healing potions.
Yeah, Corbin would like a little shopping trip too.
You dropped a polymorph on, or panther. Please. Thank you.
Panther Nico is no more.
I put polymorph on by mistake. It should be a wild shape. I fixed it.
Maybe we should stop by the Satyr's Tail on the way to the Great Agora. It's like they're right across from each other. Well, no, there's water in between. There's a bridge, though.
We'll probably get a boat.
No, there's a bridge. And then we can see if everybody there knows where the Lady of Coins, if she's still at the Colossus or if she's moved, since King Acastus has guards there.
I have nothing else to do in this town, so I'll just follow you guys' lead.
Alright, where are we going first?
Say we're going shopping.
Sure.
Alright. Corbin will look for a place that sells bows.
You can find a bowyer.
I want to find the most magnificent, shiny, giant-sized longbow that I can find.
Arcadia looks at him.
You can get a longbow for 50 gold.
Alright. I will I will walk up and I will purchase the longbow. And I'll say, "Is this what the Amazons use? I've heard they're very good with ranged weapons." And I will greedily purchase it before you can say anything.
He just shakes her head.
And I'll say.
He notices it's like taller than he is, right?
Yes, it's
Probably,
very,
yeah.
very, very, very oversized for Corbin.
I'll say. I thought you had a philosophy to never use a weapon.
Yes, but all this running away and not being able to get close to bad guys, like I think maybe the Amazons have the right idea here.
So you no longer think that people that use weapons are cowards?
Maybe not the ranged ones.
But the,
He said,
oh,
holding
right.
his axe.
I put my axe down.
I'll say. All right then. You say so, but you've been swinging that axe around quite a lot.
I'm only on the ship, and I've decided to stop using the axe.
All right. Can I have it then?
Yes, you may have the axe.
The axe.
Let's see.
And Arcadia, did you want to give the scroll of rope trick to Kamos?
Yeah, I should give that to him so he can copy it down, and so he can use it. And by the way, thank you, Dan. She's gonna go ask ask Nicodemus if there are any magic stores, because she's heard there's a like a ring that she could wear that might help her not get hit so much.
I'm going to wear. Oh, sorry.
In this big city, of course that is.
I'm going to wear the axe of Xander on my belt, so everyone that meets me can see.
Okay.
Now I'm sure there is
Should
a.
Kamos take the rope trick scroll, or did you want to hold on to that, Arcadia?
Is it in the party sheet? Or did I
Yes.
put it in my? Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and take it.
Can we sell some items, DM?
You tell me, can you?
I want to sell the potion of clairvoyance for myself.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a magic shop here that has magical items.
It's my personal item. I don't want to share the profits.
Okay.
Because it's like one of my treasures. Party.
Nico is going to sell the potion of water breathing now that he has it prepared, and he could cast it as a ritual. So, I don't know how much that is, but whatever he can get for it, he'll throw it in the party sheet.
Oh, almost a 20.
Oh, damn.
Corbin immediately starts playing with his bow and talking to Arcadia, saying, "You can show me how to use this, right? Most Amazons know how to use this. I saw it in the show. The Amazon's friend, you always use the bow."
She says, I gave up using a bow, that type of bow, when I was very young, but I could probably show you some basics.
Is there a magic shop in this town?
Uh-huh.
Can I go and visit it?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's where we want to go.
Nico, are you sharing the profits, Nico, or no?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
I will give Nico back the money and say it's you're the one that sold it and found it. You should keep the 60 gold. Because I think these were like the potions that we rolled up for ourselves, right? Like everyone got one item.
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, most of the magic items that we've gotten at this point have been like
If you
gifts.
insist.
Have been things that we've rolled on our own.
like I'm all for sharing when the entire party defeats a boss and we find something, but if it's like for ourselves, I'm like we should probably keep the profits for ourselves. At least that's what I think.
Keep it. Yeah, keep it. It's not much. Don't worry about it.
I'll just give him back the 60 gold anyway.
All right.
I'll deduct that from mine, so you add it to yours.
Got it. Thank you.
Arcadia pulls out this filter of love potion very distastefully, and she says, I really don't want this. Is there any reason why we should keep this?
Yeah, that's going to be very useful to us.
Especially to Demetrius. You could use it to woo some.
What, Nicodemus? Please explain what I would do with this potion.
Corbin might have a use for it.
And you see that Amicius looks offended.
You could woo the ones that could not be wooed.
Do I look like someone that would woo a woman without her consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow! Just give it to Corbin. He can.
Yeah, Arcadia's gonna give this. She's just
the Mickey
like kind
to
of holding it
Corbin.
between. Yeah, she's gonna, she's holding it out with like, it's not. Yeah, she's going to give it.
Corbin will
I
take
see
it.
that your opinion of centaurs is as high as ever.
Oops. No. Librarians.
I'll have you know that
Talking about. Wasn't just talking about you, my friend.
in our culture, any stallion that mounts a mare without her consent gets gelded.
Weren't you the one who just said don't turn into a female horse?
Oh yeah, okay, that was a joke.
Come on, big boy.
So one thing you guys have noticed as you're walking through, you see these like pamphlets hanging up everywhere.
Oh, great games! These are the great games?
Is it wanted posters? Oh yeah, boy.
Yes!
The 500th Great Games of Gyarados.
I think the price was 25,000 gold. I mean,
And even Themis, that gets Arcadia's attention.
I'll tell Arcadia, if I were you, I would be careful. There's a wrestling championship. I know you don't like being touched.
So they're not planning on being in a wrestling championship.
I think you have to do all of the games, right? To get the prize.
Don't know. Only one way to find it.
Well, that's what Amitrus thinks. You have to join all of the games, he says. For sure. Despite not knowing.
Corbin thinks that you only have to enter the games you want.
And at the bottom, or like somewhere on the side, that's when it says it starts.
What
day is today?
The 7th.
Ooh, so we got
So that's
not too long.
They were supposed to
Wait.
start sooner, but they got pushed back.
But we're also supposed to leave really soon.
These games are more important. Why are some of the dates marked with a red dot?
What?
On
Oh,
the calendar. Are those
I'm sorry,
important
can you
events?
Can you share that again? Sorry.
the image?
Yes, please. We accidentally closed it.
I will add a note for the party.
So the ones with the red dots, those are the full moons.
Can you share it with me as well? I'll add it to the notes.
It's been shared.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it was behind my
Yeah, you asked about the red dots. Those are full moon cycles. The third day, though, Minotaur fights. Yeah. But yeah, you see those as you're kind of walking around. They're set up.
All right. Well, Mitchers definitely wants to join, even if he has to postpone the holy quest.
You got 2 weeks.
I think we could probably go somewhere and come back.
We can have a Rocky style training montage.
Pythor. Can run up to Pythor's statue.
Yeah.
You chased by the stone things.
Drink raw egg in the morning.
Oh,
The raw egg's not bad. I used to do that when I was weight training.
Yeah, once you get used to it, it's fine.
it's scrambled.
All right, yeah. So you said you was looking for a magic shop. You are at a magic shop.
Arcadia would ask about rings. Basically, she's asking for a ring of protection. Do they have something like that, and how much is
Ooh,
it?
I was looking for one as well.
So asking for rings, you see this person pull out a bunch of different rings. Well, you just say ring, and we're like, well, someone like you. Let's see, bone structure, this and that. Do you like silver or gold?
She kind of looks. She doesn't really care.
Say you want.
But do you
magic.
have both?
Do you want a diamond in it?
No. Are you? I want a magic ring. Are these magic?
Oh, I thought you were looking for a wedding ring.
She gets a scowl on her face.
Why would someone as pretty as you want a magical ring?
So I can kill more people with ease, and she's like covered in blood because she got stabbed 4 times.
She'll say, I might know someone who has one, but, you're in a big city, so it won't be cheap.
I'm guessing from my year in Astoria, there's no magic shops there that carry something like this, correct?
In Astoria now.
I'll just have to post what this vendor looks like in the.
Yes.
Great. So she will say, okay, well, who is that? Where should I go?
I do have a friend. Let me find let me write my friend's name down really quick. You want to look out for he's a man named Julius. He runs the Satyr's Tail. But she looks around, just so you know, between me and you, don't let your friend over there in, because he might try to, he doesn't, they don't like his kind.
Meaning Demetrius?
Yes.
Oh, I can deal with that type of guy. Don't worry. And he just cracks his knuckles.
And she looks at him and she says, let me get my ring first.
And she'll say, only if you want to end up on a ship.
And I'll say, do you know who I am, woman?
You're a centaur, that's all that matters.
I am Demetrius, one of the heroes of the Oracle.
Hero Schmeros.
This was a magic shop, right?
Yes.
Do you have any cloaks that look like they might protect me?
No.
Do you have?
Horse blanket?
She also didn't have a ring that might protect me, right?
No.
Do you have any? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're just not liked around here, Captain Demetrius.
I'll say to Arcadia, I'm also in the market for a protective ring. So if you find that guy, can you buy one for me as well?
And he says, yes.
And I will take out a bag, and I will give it to her, and it contains 24,000 gold.
What? That's not like you can't. That's like got to be a giant bag, right?
Yes, it is. But I imagine that the gold pieces don't just come in one piece, so it's like pieces of 10, pieces of 100.
Oh, so I don't look like Santa, like struggling with a 500-pound bag of gold.
I just think they are divided into different pieces.
I mean, if you teleport, convert them to platinum.
Holy cow! How do you have 24,000 pieces of gold?
Save up.
Wow.
Save up from what?
Yeah, I don't see that. The party sheet lies.
Yeah, where the fuck did you? I don't see no 24,000 pieces of gold from you.
Just refresh the inventory.
I had like 200 gold pieces, and I thought I was doing well.
I had 200 gold pieces.
You mean 2,400?
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
24,000.
24,000.
You
I was
said
like,
24,000.
I was like, there ain't no way in hell you had 24,000.
No, 2,400. Sorry.
At that level 20, we're probably.
No, not 24,000. sorry.
Demetrius is secretly funding the games.
I know, like, what the hell?
No. Sorry, that was my bad. I thought, why were you guys so confused? But 2,400.
I'm like, dude, you can buy your legendary weapon now. Sheesh.
I'm pretty sure I can.
That horse sweat's worth a lot.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I'm going to look for the horse sweat shop, and I'm going to see if. I
That
can
was in
sell my,
Astoria. But maybe
yeah,
you can
but-
sell it here.
It's like a brand, right? It's like a franchise.
Uh huh.
So I'm going to try and look for that whilst Arcadia does her thing.
Oh, Demetrius.
Oh, Demetrius.
Nico asked if there's any. Looks around and see if there's any armor. Magical pieces of armor.
What kind of armor are you looking for, Master Dwarf?
And he holds up his shield. Perhaps a shield?
I have a shield. What kind of shield are you looking for?
One that gives extra protection.
Oh, I could do that. And you'll see her, and that's the picture, like in Discord. That's what she looks like. She'll kind of blush and, can we make a deal?
Sure.
So this normally sells for 500. I'll sell it to you for 300 if you let me braid your beard.
And
And you see her blush.
absolutely. Do you have any beads?
I do.
I'll buy some of your most finest beads to put in me beard too.
Oh, those are free of charge.
Oh, well then, we have a deal.
Excellent.
What's your
Somebody's
name,
going
my
to crack
dear?
a beat joke.
And Nico's like, what's your name, my dear?
Oh, my name? And she'll say, Grecos.
Well, pleased to meet you, Knuckles.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. And she'll kind of give a little laugh.
And I'm Nicodemus, one of the Oracle's chosen.
Oh, I've heard all about you.
Oh, she's heard of the dwarf, but not the centaur. Tip.
Yes. Well, sometimes the dwarves get like two. And Nicodemus will hand over 300 GP.
Yeah, and it's in the party sheet. And then she'll say, "Okay, that's it. Shop's closed. Come here. Let me braid your beard."
Oh boy.
Ooh, nice.
And she'll pull out she has a spray bottle and a comb and all this crap.
Corbin will be like, "Oh, I thought it was a euphemism."
No, she just wants to braid his beard.
And before Amitrus leaves, says, make sure she gives your lower beard a braiding too.
And she
Arcadia
it,
Arcadia just has a gross face.
she turns bright red. Moving on. So that'll take probably about an hour. I don't know if the rest everybody else wants to hang around while they do this or not. But.
No.
Corbin will have Arcadia teach him to shoot his longbow.
Sorry. I want to buy a magic item for Nico. It's his reward for. It's there. Okay. Amitrus goes to sell the sweat, and I think Arcadia and the others are going to.
Yeah. So go to sell the sweats. Let's just call it. We'll call it this. They are the sweat dealers.
I'll put a big fat pot on the bar.
Yeah. So when you walk in, you do see that there is a signage outside the door. That has a picture of you. It's like a cardboard cutout, if you will. It has a picture of you saying "Sweats of one coming soon. Sweats of one of the oracles chosen."
Is it a flattering picture?
Let's see. It is very flattering.
I give a self-satisfied smile and I groom my hair a little bit, and I go in, but I was unable to read the text, but I'm going to assume it's positive.
Yes.
And I wave at them. Say, greetings, I am here to deliver you as promised.
Master Centaur. Yes. We've been waiting and hoping. How much do you have?
I put down a pot, and it's filled with spit and sweat from, I think it's been almost a month, every day.
Yeah, so probably a massive jug.
Yeah, they gave me a big one. So.
Yeah, they'll weigh it out, and let's see how much it weighs. It weighs 22.6 kilo.
Oh shit! And I'll say, what can I say? I have a large body, so lots of sweat.
And they'll do some math. All right, 1 gold per test. 1, 2, da. After bottling and fees, this. And they'll hand you over a nice sack.
And I'll say, pleasure doing business for you. Do you have a fresh pot for me?
Yes. Do you want the same size or even larger?
Larger.
Excellent. This one will hold up to 50 kilos.
I will put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I'll say, pleasure doing business with you. I will see you soon.
Excellent. And Arcadia, you and Corbin, Kamos, I'm assuming you're still in the Agora?
Yes.
Okay.
Although no, I would have headed towards the satyr's tail.
Okay. Before
Corbin will tag along.
Okay.
Yeah, she's asking Corbin because she says you might need to be charming here if I'm to try to get the price down.
So, as you're leaving, you do see you're starting to pass like a musician stand. Like they have different types of like harps and flutes and whatnots in the stands. And give me and as you guys are walking by, you see something out of the corner of your eye, Arcadia, come. It's small, but it comes running towards you, like really fast.
Running towards me, so it's a creature?
Yes.
Is it a humanoid?
It is not.
Look like Billy.
Okay.
So when you turn to look, you see a black cat come running up to you.
Hmm.
And it comes and sits at your feet and meows. And
Maybe
then,
it's an animal messenger.
it could be. And then you see the shopkeep. Get back here, you silly cat.
Is it Ralph?
It is not.
She reaches down to pet it.
All right, you pet the cat, and it has really bright gold eyes, and it looks at you, and you see like a little name tag on there, and it just meows and gives you a lick.
You are now infected by a cat parasite, which makes you more amiable towards cats. That actually exists.
Really?
Yeah, cats have infected almost all of humans with a parasite that makes us less afraid of them. It's bizarre.
She'll pick it up.
And she is it's a female cat, and as small as she is, she's surprisingly heavy.
Does she look pregnant or something?
No, she's slim. She's just heavier than she looks, I guess you could say.
Read the name
Right.
tag. What's her name?
Yeah, what is the name?
The name is Piggy. And the shopkeep comes up, and she'll say, "Well, we've had this stray cat running around forever, and could never seem to get rid of it or find its owner. Are you its owner?"
And Arcadia would say no.
Say yes.
Well, the cat sure thinks you are.
She just looks at it and is scratching it behind its ears.
And she purrs very loud. It's a very loud purr. And shopkeep's like, "Well, seems to me like she's chosen you. 'Cause she never lets anyone hold her. Just wants food."
And then Arcadia would reach into her pouch and pull out some dried meat.
Nom 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 nom. As quick as a flash, the food is gone.
Well, she sees if she'll go perch on her shoulder.
Check your pockets.
She will perch on your shoulder.
I have a cat on one shoulder and a metal bird on the other now, so I must be quite a sight.
Yeah.
Leading from my abdomen.
Yes, Nyx gives a little disconcerting chirps.
Demetrius healed you for 15 HP, so you're actually pretty much fine. A bit back.
Yeah, she did some self-healing as well, but doesn't mean it didn't hurt when it was going in. No comments.
Oh,
You said it, not me.
Oh my.
But yeah, so she will perch on your shoulder. Your arm will, like that shoulder that she's on will kind of droop a little because she's quite heavy for some reason.
I wonder why. Do I detect any? Well, I don't know. Do I get any feeling, insight?
No, just a fat small cat.
All right.
I'm gonna say maybe I can hold it if it's heavy.
He's okay right now.
Right. So heading towards the satyr's tail now.
Yep.
All right. And let's see, we got Camos, Arcadia, Corbin. I'm assuming Amitrius and Nico will meet up later.
Yeah, because you said the guy doesn't like centaurs, so I will not be there because it will cause trouble.
Yes. Alright, so heading towards the centaur's tail, the three of you. The first thing you notice is the outside. It is... You can tell from just the outside that this is a hole in the wall. Coming in, the interior of this tavern is pretty crowded, actually, but it's filled with thick smoke and various unpleasant smells. Many of the patrons appear to be half-orcs, while others are obviously sailors. It is quite difficult to walk through the tavern without tripping over its many inebriated patrons. And keep in mind, this is like noon, 1 in the afternoon, so it's, yeah.
Arcadia is visibly uncomfortable, so she hates crowds. But she goes back towards the bartender and asks, I need to speak with Julius.
Alright, so looking at the bartender is a very gringy, gangy looking old man, missing a couple of teeth, very long, like uncombed, unbrushed hair, quite big. And when he talks, you get the smell of fish coming off of him. And he looks at you and says, "What, is it my birthday or something?"
You are Julius?
I am. Unless you know another man without one arm.
And what was the name of the person in the magic shop?
Grecos.
I'm sorry, what?
Grecos.
Grecos? She will lean forward and say quietly that Grecos sent me. She said you might have some rings I'd be interested in. And
he looks you up and down and he says, "Well, I'm not the marrying type, but for you, I might be persuaded."
This gives her a bad flashback of the other bartender when she asked for a private room. Arcadia doesn't have a very high charisma. And she says, "No, I need something to protect me in battle."
Oh. And then he will ask something.
I'm assuming this is thieves. Okay.
Yes, that's what it translates into. And he'll look at you and say, "Maxina has been looking. She heard about your deeds."
Maxina?
Maxina, yes. And I do have what you are looking for. I'm assuming you want a ring of protection.
Yes, I would actually like 2 if I can.
You know it only works for one, right?
Yes.
Then why do you need two?
Because I have a companion who would like one.
Well, have your companion come and ask me.
He is rather shy.
Corbin will step forward.
Corbin
Us small
saving the day.
people. Us small people need protection too.
And Arcadia goes, wow, he hardly ever speaks to anyone.
And he'll look at Corbin and say this.
I don't understand what he's saying.
And he'll say, what are you trying to pull the wool over my eyes? I wasn't born yesterday.
Do I understand what he said to him?
Yes, he asked you this. He said the same thing to you.
And Arcadia says, is it not enough that he has aided me in my adventures?
Well, I'm just making sure that you're not trying to get one for your horse.
And what did the horse do to you?
He holds up. He holds up. He points at his stump.
This particular horse did this to you?
All horses are the same.
Arcadia would say,
Kamos will come forward and say, do you have MARP discount?
He looks at you. Jesus Christ, man! What the hell happened to you?
I didn't have a ring of protection.
Looks like you
That's
need more than that. Looks like you need something more than that.
Arcadia asked, do you have anything that could help him?
I give him some whiskey to make him forget how ugly and old he is.
Oh shit! Oh, come on, his art doesn't look that ugly. He looks like a badass.
Now keep in mind, this guy looks way older than he does, than Campos does.
Oh shit.
He's like, well, I'll tell you what.
Young whippersnappers.
For you, I will sell you one. If you want another, check with Moxina, and if she judges you worthy, then I will give your friend one as well.
Very well. And he says, what do you want for the one ring to begin with?
For you, 2,500.
Whew. Now, she would look at Kamos and ask him, is that a typical price for something like this?
What does my Arcana sense tell me?
Oh, that's about half off.
It's actually pretty cheap.
Wow.
Must be getting my MARP discount.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
And the cat will be out as well.
She says, well, I might have to come back another time.
What, you don't have enough money?
I could give you some gold to help get it.
So she says, well, that's, she looks around and she looks in her bag and then she sees the sack that Demetrius gave her. And she's like, wow. And she kind of makes a judgment, and she says, oh, that's, she says, back in Thieves' Camp, something.
And she will give him 2,500 gold then.
Okay. And he'll kind of smile and give her a wink.
And she says, "Would you know where Our Lady dwells?" She would
I
say
do.
this in. She would say this in Thieves' Cant as well. I'm not gonna just write all this out.
I do.
Where?
In the
I need to speak with her.
in the shadow of the statue.
Which statue?
He ignores.
And she says, "Well, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't
understand them
understand.
anyway."
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
And she
This is all
says in
Thieves' Cant.
she says the Colossus of Pythor.
Yes.
In the shadow, not within it, where the king's guards are keeping people from going in.
He laughs. He's like, there are more than one ways to enter a Colossus.
Ooh, that's the tip we want. The golden tip.
And she says, "Would you be able to tell me?"
Use Thieves' Cant.
Well, I'm using Thieves' Cant, but I'm
Yeah.
not saying that.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, it's all Thieves' Cant. He says, at the sewers.
Can you just imagine Corbin and Kama standing there, and this conversation seems like complete nonsense, like, oh, the weather is great today, and it actually means in the sewers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right, because Thieves' Cant it kind of sounds like real language, but it's not, right? But I
Yeah.
mean, it's like secret code.
Correct.
It's like, the weather is great today. I like green leaves.
Why
Have you
does
ever
that man have a long mustache?
seen what's that movie Snatch? Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, because Brad Pitt plays a pikey, and their language is like it's English, but yeah, it's all in code.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't understand a word he says in that movie.
It's so good.
Like someone with a heavy Scottish accent, too. The sewers, and she says, "Is there an entrance? What entrance should I use for that?"
Well, go and talk to Nero over there, and he knows who you are.
Nero?
Nero, yes,
Or Nero, like Nero fiddling with Rome?
correct.
Okay, and as she'll thank him, and and you hear her say, something like, "No, I hope the weather gets better," and she'll pass him 100 gold.
Nice.
And then she calls the party over to see the other guy, Nero.
So you see two guys at the table. They have a nice sack of money in front of them, and they are quite drunk.
Great. Katie loves drunk men.
Uh-huh.
She goes over there and says, "Is one of you Nero?"
He looks up at you and says, "Oh my." What's it worth to you?
She said, "Julius sent me. He says you know how to get into the sewers."
I
And
do.
she'll say that and start speaking in Thieves' Cant.
He says, I do.
And she says, "I need to talk to Our Lady in Thieves' Cant."
Our Lady.
The lady?
The lady. What about her?
She has information I would like to gather.
I will take you to her for what's it worth to me?
She looks at him. "What is it you seek?"
And
And she looks at him and she says, "Be careful what you ask for."
and he looks at you and yeah.
You can just hear the tone in his voice. That's exactly what he was going to
That's
say.
yeah, that's exactly what he's looking for.
Beat his ass.
Like he'll reach out and try to grab your hand.
And she pulls
Corbin
away.
would intervene, like a mini security guard.
And he laughs and says, "Oh, this is all in thieves' can't. Oh, you have to have gnomes fight your battles for you. I see. Why don't you come with a real man?"
And she says, I have no need of men.
I know you're dressed up in this Amazonian armor, but every woman needs a man. And he'll kind of like almost fall out of his chair.
Arcadia hates this. She hates talking like this. She says, look, I'll give you gold to tell me where the sewers are, and that's all.
How much gold? He's like, "'Cause look, I have a whole sack of gold right here."
Oh, steal it from him. Castrate him.
Keep in mind where you're at.
And she says, I'll give you 100 gold. That's an easy take for just some directions.
100 gold and a kiss.
Do I understand any of this, or is this all in Thieves' Cant?
This is all in Thieves' Cant.
I mean, why do you guys keep talking about the weather?
I mean, you could probably get the scent, like the tone of their voices, like the connotations. Yeah, but 100 gold and a kiss.
And she says, when we get there, and I make sure it's the true entrance to the sewers.
Deal. And he will stand up. Let's go.
Okay.
And tell your midget friend and the old man they can come too.
Okay.
So they will.
Corbin keeps a very close eye on him, and he makes like the sign with his fingers, like I got my eye on you.
So they start leading you down and over here. And he says, now we're almost there, but before we go farther, what I'm promised.
And she said, no, the deal was I have to see the entrance and make sure we can get in.
Fine. Come on. And then he'll lead you over here. And this is down to, you do see a grate, like, in a lake where you can walk down, and, some metal bars, and then there's a door.
She's gonna go grab the metal bars, and does it open?
It does.
And where is this again? Are you marking it on the map?
Where the party token is.
Oh, let's see, I can't remember.
I'm by the dockyard.
Oh, I see it. Okay. So she takes out 100 gold, and she will pay him. Let me take that out of my inventory right away.
Then he.
This is. Ugh.
You promised him
Yeah.
a kiss. You just said Corbin to do it.
I was
Hey,
thinking the same
kiss.
thing, actually. Corbin will step
Alright.
forward and offer to smooch him.
But you have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's true.
I will step forward and I'll say, my lady, is there some service I can render for you?
She laughs, and she gets. He did say he wanted a kiss for showing us the sewers, and she says this in comment now.
Corbin will say, well, where do you want it, big boy?
And Nero looks at Arcadians, and he's looking. Come on. I'm ready.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes, cutie.
All right. So she had made her decision. She hadn't thought of deceiving him because she's not very good at that anyway. So she gives him a kiss on the cheek. He didn't say what kind.
So when you go to do that, the cat hisses loud and scratches him across the face.
I like this cat.
And she says, "Yeah, go ahead."
And he falls back, holding his face, and he's bleeding. And he's holding his eye.
Corbin will say, I'm sorry, she doesn't like other pussies.
My God.
And he will glare at you and say, "Just remember where you are and who you're fucking with." And he will walk away.
Oh shit. Demetrius just keeps feeling this pang in his back as his gold seems to become thinner and thinner.
Yeah, because Demetrius is doing something. I don't know what he's doing. Him and
It's like,
Nico.
Okay, so now we know where this was, and oh gosh, she would have asked. I'm sorry, she would have asked where Moxina is.
So wait, can we open the door to see, make sure that he gave us the right place?
Yeah, she opens the door.
Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I opened the door already. I'm sorry, I forgot to ask Moxina. Julius, where's Moxina?
He said in the shadow of the statue.
Oh, he said Moxina was in the shadow of the statue.
Well, Lady of the Coins, it's kind of, put two and two together.
Oh, so Moxina is the Lady of the Coins.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
And if she judges you worthy.
All right.
But yeah, now you know where the entrance is.
All right, and she pets the cat. She's like, good cat.
Meow. But we're going to go in, or you want to try and find your other two friends first?
We should probably try to find our other two friends.
Maybe send the Al or Nix out to look for him.
Yeah, I'll send Nix to look for him.
Okay. What is now that after Nico has his beard all nicely braided? What are him and Amitrius going to do?
I don't know, just hang out. I suppose I would wait somewhere around the Siren's Roost, but nowhere inside of the bar, just like waiting for them to come out and find them.
Okay. They went to the Satyr's Tail, not the Siren's Roost.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and also, we had said we were gonna go to the Agora as well and try to buy some healing potions. But
You're at
I don't
the
know
Agora.
if yeah, did we end up getting them? I mean, we said we were there.
I guess
And
we
then
would
kind
just
of-
go wherever we agree to meet. So if that's Agora, we go to the Agora.
Well, no, you guys were at the Agora when you did your shopping.
Oh, okay.
Like the sweat person's there, the beard braided lady's there.
I guess we would wait in the neighborhood of the Satyr still.
Okay. Waiting. You see
And then
Nyx.
Nix comes over and
Yeah, you would see Nyx fly by and fly down. Caw-caw!
I say, oh, about time. I was getting a really bad feeling about this. I guess we would follow Nyx.
All right. Bing, bang, boom. When you two get about here, or right about there, I would say, you see some guards marching up. Just Demetrius and Nico. Some guards come marching up to you. Where's your friends at?
I say, why?
There's been a robbery.
A robbery? What's been robbed?
This not of our concern. The Near Dagon estate has been robbed, and we know that your friends like to steal things.
Our friends don't like to steal anything, and I'll tell you right now, my friends did not steal and did not rob anything. In fact, we're on our way to them right now.
Well, just you're on your way to your friend. Good, let's go.
In fact, can I relay a message to them?
Relay a message to
My friends, do you want to speak to them at the guard barracks? I'll send them there.
we're following you. You're going to them right now. We'll come with you.
And I'll say, I'll tower over this guy and I say, do you know who I am, my friend?
I don't care who you are.
I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling, do you know who I am?
I know exactly who you are, but do you know who I am?
And do you know what kind of business we get into?
Yes, and we heard that you guys are the ones who stole the instruments from the Four Winds and ruined my kids' night out.
Right. Well, can you imagine that we fight terrible, monstrous foes? So if you join us, I can't guarantee your safety, and I'm not going to heal you if you die.
That's fine. He'll heal me.
And who is he pointing at?
His compatriot.
All right, if you two random city guards want to hang out with the heroes and adventure with us, go ahead. And I will keep following Nix.
Okay. And you'll hear one whisper to the other, hope the statue lady gets them.
Do I hear that?
Yes.
I stop in my tracks. I turn around and say, what did you just say?
I said I hope the statue lady gets you.
Who the hell is the statue lady?
Don't know who she is, but she turns people into statues.
Well, in that case, you should definitely not follow me.
Okay, we'll just wait here.
Because I'm going to go visit the statue lady, and if you get turned into stone, I'm not turning you back.
Well, if you get turned into stone, I'm not turning you back either.
And I'll keep following Nix, I guess.
Alright. And these guards, like, you can tell they're still following you, but they're hanging back a little bit. And, yeah, you meet up with them.
I say, we just got approached by two guards. Did you rob a mansion?
Arcadius, what are you talking about?
And I'll call over behind me to the guards.
Yeah?
This is them. You wanted to talk to them?
Yes, yes. So, we had reports of a couple people breaking into the Newer Dagon estate and stealing a bunch of money. And the report said that they were looked a lot like you guys, and we know that you have stolen things in the past.
How do you propose we stole the instrument when we were half the world away looking for the Ultros?
Well, the instruments were stolen before that.
But weren't they returned?
That's not the case. They were stolen in the first place.
Yes, but it clearly wasn't us since we were on the Ultros when they were returned.
Well, they were returned via messenger from the north.
Alright, fine. If you say so. Well, as you can see, they are here and they didn't rob any estate.
Well, they have a lot of money. You know, maybe your friends has the money on them.
How would you know if it's the money from the estate?
Well, people carrying around too large. Most people when they carry around maybe 100 gold at a time. So anything other than that's kind of suspicious. Yes.
Arcadius, don't you have a description of these people, and there are 5 of them that look exactly like us, and how much money was stolen?
We had a description of 2 people.
And were they both what? Male? What race? What?
They said, from what we were told, that they looked a lot like yous, like a short and a tall.
All right, do your thing, investigate them. It's not them, so do what you must to clear the name.
Arcadia describes the 2 people sitting at the bar, which would be Nero and his companion.
Oh, are you reading them out?
She's kind of curious if it's like, do they look like that?
You know them? Are you friends with them?
And she said no, but I just saw them walking down the alleyway behind the whatever she would mention one alleyway that was behind a tavern or something.
And you're certain?
No, it's just they looked suspicious to me, and I was wondering. I got a sense from them.
Very well. We'll take off. Thank you, my lady. Horse. And they'll leave.
I'll say, don't you turn towards the heroes that are trying to save your city every time a crime is committed.
Oh, stop stealing instruments.
If
put
we
it on
did
yourself.
steal those instruments, we would be in jail right now.
And you're talking to yourself now. Is there any god?
I bet it's the king that keeps sending the guards after us.
I'm going to short sheet his bid.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good place. We go down into the sewers next time.
I just have one more thing
All right.
I'll turn to Arcadia and I say, do you have my ring and my whatever remains of my gold?
She says I was able to get one ring, but using all of your gold, because a regular ring, according to Camos, costs 5,000, and he gave it to me for 2,500.
But I gave you 2,400.
Right, so I threw in 100 of my own. And so she goes, "This is really yours, so we will get one for me next, and I'm going to give him that ring."
Oh, okay. Well, I will give her 100 gold. The ones that she threw in from her own money, so that I paid for the ring myself. So
Okay.
I will deduct 100 gold, and I will deduct 2,500 for mine, and you can add 100 to yours. Or 26 for mine, and you can add 100 to yours. And I will, I'll say I still have some gold left from the sweat. So if you need more money for the second ring, you can borrow it from me.
Okay, so it's in the party sheet.
And then you're gonna head down into the sewers.
Yeah, and you'll have to take the effect off of me in Gojo.
You shouldn't have had it on you in the first place.
Yeah, it needs a rest to attune, right?
See.
Ah, got it.
I'll slide it on, and next rest I'll activate it.
Okay.
I'll say thank you, Arcadia. And I still have money left, so if you need to borrow it, just let me know.
Okay.
You did add 100 gold?
I added it to myself, yeah.
Well, they're only going to get one now because now that guy's going to be pissed. All right. So yeah, we'll pick back up at the entrance of the sewers next week.
Yeah. Store up.
I can't believe you guys kill me. I had this whole thing planned out, like, oh, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to... Nope. We're going to go fight some golems.
Wait.
I need a foot map, please.
Yeah.
How dare you not have a map of a giant foot?
I know, right? Shame.
All right.
Yeah.
Football time.
Football time.
Beer and football time.
Yeah.
After nerd time.
Oh, yeah.
I say, well,
Super level time.
baseball season's over, so I guess I can watch football.
Yeah.
Cool.
See y'all next week, guys.
Yep.
Fun times. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Alright, so we'll do this. Ooh, I almost closed this thing out. Alright, cool. Thanks, stream, for hanging out. We had some fun. They did some cool shit. And, completely did something different than I thought they would do. Completely different than I thought would happen, but it is what it is. So, we'll be back here next week at 8:30 a.m. So, yeah, until then, we will see you then. Goodbye.